What is going on, guys? It's the MaD Dragon. It's a Monday, which of course means we're going to be checking out our results from the games on the weekend, but it's only one game, Lions versus Argentina, so probably going to be a slightly shorter video, but rather than just doing the results and the scores and what have you, we'll also talk a little bit about the game, some external thoughts and stuff going on with the predictions and how we all got on. A lot of rubber ducks is the only thing I can say. Rubber ducks for a lot of people, because Argentina taking that game by 4 points. Now, very annoying, very frustrating this one for me. Didn't have time to do a preview video. I really want to try and do the preview videos. Time outside of YouTube is not my friend at the minute. I really want to do a preview because I wanted to talk about this game a lot. Because Argentina going into this one, massive underdogs. I didn't really know why. I saw it. I did it when I put out the video going over the predictor setup. Basically saying that I looked at the betting sites. The betting site's handicap for this game was British and Irish Lions by 19 was the prediction they gave. And before the game started, it was up to 21. I saw they had a handicap of 21 to the British and Irish Lions. Now, when I knew this game was coming up, before the teams got announced, before I'd even set up Superbru, knew this was going to be the first game, and my gut feeling was, I think Argentina could take this. My main reasons because of that were the way Argentina have played over the last sort of 2 years, the way they've really developed. A lot of people still seem to think Argentina aren't a very good team, and I don't know why that is. I've said for the last, 18 months, talked about the Argentinian backs. The strike plays Argentinian backs run are outrageously dangerous. For some reason, that always gets met with a lot of criticism when I've done YouTube videos talking about Argentina. People say, no, they're an entirely forward-space team. No. The backs in Argentina are brutal. The problem is Argentina sometimes gets stuck just using the forwards, and they need to use the backs because the backs are the best thing. So I saw this game coming up and I thought, actually, I think Argentina could be on for this one because of the way they utilize the backs, and it's going to be open spaces. That's where Argentina will be utilised. The British and Irish Lions, you're merging a bunch of people together who don't know how to play together. They've got a very short window to get used to it. So there's probably less likely that defences will be solid. It'll probably be a lot bit more open. But also from the attack side of things, Andy Farrell's in charge of the Lions. The Irish attack plan is very structured. It's very organised. You see it when you watch the Six Nations. The way the Ireland team plays, it's almost the same set plays as well. They always do that 9 to 10, one dummy runner out the back to a centre. They choose the outside pass, the second distributor. You can see it a mile off, and I always wonder how more teams don't sort of utilise being able to shut down the Irish attack more. But it's the way I expected it to travel into it. Now, these are all thoughts I had before the team even got announced. So I expect there to be quite a heavy Irish contingent in this game, but obviously not how it went. They ended up with a lot more heavy English because they probably wanted to get those lads a bit more used to the Irish attack style so they can all merge together for when they get round to the Australia games. But that planned attack set up doesn't really work against Argentina because they are such a well-organised defence. If they don't give away the penalties and they don't do everything wrong, Argentina really nail how to defend structured attack. The times Argentina seem to fall apart is when the games get scrappy. It opens up, there's loads of room, nobody knows who's where, and you start getting scrappy. And it's one of the reasons why in the last, sort of year or, 18 months or so, we've seen them beat New Zealand, Australia, South Africa. Playing organised is actually an issue against Argentina. You want to be loose. You want to be throwing the ball all over the place. You want to be doing crossfield kicks. You want to be doing all sorts of weird and wacky stuff, right? That's where Argentina go. We don't really know how to defend against this because they're so used to, in the Rugby Championship, being the team with less possession, being the team on the back foot, having teams like New Zealand and South Africa trying to dominate you, right? You've got to be used to an organised defence to be able to deal with hard attacking teams. So it's actually, I thought it was going to be a weakness going into this game for the Lions, that they were going to be coming in with an Irish attack strategy because of Andy Farrell. So I, in my head, going into this game was like, I think Argentina might take this one. I think they've got the opportunity. The issue for Argentina is some games they smash it, some games they don't even get off the bus. I don't know why that is. I don't know what goes wrong for them. So it's still a bit 50-50 which way it's going to go. Did the video for the Superbru Predictor. And the predictor that I looked at quickly because I didn't want to put my own score in. The predictions for the betting sites was British and Irish Lions by 19. I was thinking Argentina by 5. Which actually wasn't bad, but this was before the team got announced. And I thought 19 is so far away from where I am that I questioned myself on it because I was like, I must be missing something. You know, I don't know a great deal about, you know, some of the Argentinian players. Maybe some of those Argentinian players are playing a different game the day before in France or something. You know, maybe there's something I'm completely unaware of. Maybe there's some massive change in the coaching staff I'm unaware of. Maybe I've missed something here because 19 felt outrageous. A couple of days before, it was up to 21 points. I thought, I have to be missing something. There's no way the betting sites have got this as a 21-point win for the Lions, and I think Argentina can win. So it actually threw me. Saw the team got announced and thought, it's not the Irish team that I was expecting. It's much heavily England-based. There's a couple of Irish players, and a couple of Scottish players, and Jack Morgan's in there as well. So I was like, maybe it's changing. Maybe the way that they're going to play is actually going to be very different. Maybe they're not going to do maybe that's where I'm wrong. Saw the team, thought the starting 15s are pretty even, to be fair. Saw the bench and thought, I prefer the British and Irish Lions bench to the Argentinian one. So I thought, actually, I think maybe first half Argentina win and second half Lions come back, take control of them, go on to win. So I was like, actually, I'm going to shift my perspective on it. So I'm actually going to shift away, and I actually went for British and Irish Lions by 16. Now, that was trying to be tactical, amazingly, because I expected Argentina to basically win the first half by somewhere between 1 to 5 is what I was expecting, and they eventually took the game by 4. I don't remember what it was at halftime, actually, but I expected between 1 and 5 to Argentina at halftime. But then, second half, subs coming on, heavy bench for the Lions, maybe get an early try in so it equals it out. And I thought, and then over the course of the rest of that game, maybe they score 2 tries more, puts them on about 14 points, but maybe they get 3, takes them to 21. So I put 16, thinking that half bonus point for getting within 5 covers the 3 tries at 21, but also is quite close to if they get the 2 tries for 14. I thought I've covered myself there in quite a broad range. My whole time. No, wrong. All of it wrong. Don't try and use your brain. Don't try and think about it. just go with your gut feeling. Argentina by 4. Should have just got all that effort, all that thought out the window completely. And I wasn't the only one. A lot of people joined us. I don't know why some people here have got time, like hourglass things. I don't know what's going on there between you 3 guys, why you've got hourglasses. Maybe you guys just didn't get a pick in. But yeah, a lot of people joined me in thinking that the Lions were the way to go for this one. All the way out here for Wee Lurch went for 42. That would have been a big win. I certainly wasn't expecting a massive win like that, but that would have been a hell of a result. So down here is where you want it to be. Only a handful we went for Argentina. Superbru did put out only 12% of people on the entire app went for Argentina. So well done to everyone who did. Where you wanted to be then was down here. It was Keyshawn getting in there 101 on Argentina by exactly 4. Got it bang on. Takes the 4 point. Now, Brumbies all the way also had Argentina by 4. But for some reason, you don't qualify for a bonus point. To join the pool after the match started. There we are. I found my own answer. So you already did your picks, but you hadn't joined the league yet. So you don't, unfortunately, you lose out on a bonus point there. That's why get signed up as soon as possible. That's why I tell people when I do the posts and stuff to get people in. So congratulations to Keyshawn, and an honourable mention there as well to Brumbies all the way. But yeah, very, very close. Forrest was off by 1 point. Etai always, in there for the rugby, is off by that 1 point as well. Joke with Yippee Traye. Dave Wakefield and Johnny went for the Argentina by 2. Still get your half bonus point, though, as well. So, of course, only one game, much shorter video today. That's why I wanted to break it down a little bit more. Leaderboards, then, is exactly what you'd expect, right? Keyshawn out there at the top on 2.5. That's a big early lead. Only one game, per week, is going to be pretty rough. And then the rest of you guys who went for Argentina got that 1.5 as well. And the rest of us losers, where am I? For the 41st. Oh, maybe the July internationals will work out for me. But no, it was a good fun game, though. I enjoyed the Lions versus Argentina. They did exactly what I thought. It was the Argentinian backs just doing everything. Santiago Cordero, I was on my feet on that try from Santiago Cordero. I thought it was an absolute monster try. And so many of those Argentinian backs are so good. Albornoz had an absolute cracker as well. A lot of the Lions players really missing the mark, which kind of to be expected a bit with because it's Andy Farrell, right? He knows his structure, he knows what he wants to do, and he's trying to make people fit the structure and how they want to play, and give them a bit of use in their own way, but he wants to bring them into the thing he knows works with Ireland. So it's expected that a lot of people won't link up. Was very surprised by the Bundyaki and Tui Pilots thing. Again, that's why I wanted to do a preview. I wanted to talk about this because I didn't see it working. All of the news sites were like, this is amazing. And I was like, this seems so weird to me. They're both 12s in my mind. I know Sione can do the 13 and has done 13 before. But to me, they both play their best at 12. Putting both 12s on to play alongside each other feels very weird. You're obviously wanting to avoid any injury and you want to test that partnership. I didn't see that was going to work brilliantly because... And also, I would have had it the other way round. I would have had Sione be the second distributor at 12 because that's what he does so well with Scotland and gives it to someone like Hugh Jones. Bundyaki, such just a hard-carrying runner. Let him play 13. Let him be on the outside. Let him hit the line hard with a pop pass. Switch him round. I honestly I thought that was going to work better than it did. It didn't work very well at all. I think they could have angled that one a bit better. I know Bundyaki got over for his try and what have you. The line-outs, oh man, line-outs were an issue for the Lions that we're starting to look at because Argentina, a bit of a menace at the line-outs, but Australia have got a couple of real big jumpers when it gets round to line-out time as well. So that'll need to be something improved on for the Lions as they get round to Australia. Because, again, throws will change. Luke Cowan-Dickie, I think, is probably going to have a bit of trouble maybe slotting back into this team with some of those throws. They were very, very off. But a lot of big-name players, not hitting the mark for Tom Curry. I think I had a couple of things gone wrong for him. Henry Pollock, all the hype, all the excitement, get him on the field. I did not make that impact at all. Whether that was a wrong positioning choice. I had a couple of disagreements myself with what was going on with the choice of players. I understood reasoning, but didn't think it was in line with what was happening in the game. Jack Morgan coming off surprised me. By no means his perfect game. It's harder to stand out in this Lions team compared to the Wales team, but I actually thought Jack Morgan was making some very, very impactful tackles and work at the breakdown. And he went off for Henry Pollock to come on. Henry Pollock comes on, gives you the full English back row. Makes logical sense when it's being played. I honestly thought Jack Morgan was playing a better game than Tom Curry. I'd have take Tom Curry off, put Pollock on, slide Earl to flanker if you need to, and let Henry Pollock play 8 because Ben Earl as well, not really up to the standard you expect. A lot of players across the board. Maro Itoje is not only your captain, but your line-out caller as well, and those line-outs not getting to hand, not being able to take them. A lot of issues to take a look at in that team, but I'm sure it'll change up. Going forwards, and the matches we have coming up still. Game 2 is going up against Western Force. That is this Saturday. Yes, it is this Saturday. 11:15 over here in the UK. So we'll do one of these videos for Monday again, going next week. But then afterwards, they switch to doing the Wednesday and weekend games. So the next one after that is up against the Reds. That's on Wednesday. And then we've got the game 4, which is up against the Waratahs, which is on the Saturday again. So after next week, as we go on through July, we'll swap. From after every game, we'll do every 2 games because I'll do these videos every single Monday and we'll just cover both games. We'll go back a game to game 3 and then we'll take a look at game 4. And then anyone who is interested who hasn't already signed up, we do also have the July internationals, which of course I'll be covering in those Monday videos as well because all these games will be going on the Saturday. We've got, so many games going to be going on July. I'm going to hopefully try and catch them. Still not sure where they're even being shown on TV for a lot of the games. But make sure you are signed up like that because obviously you've seen in the Lions now. Got the correct score. Didn't join in with the league soon enough. You lose your bonus point. You don't want to be doing that because this is where the big fluctuations happen. Is in this. You want to be getting as many of those bonus points as possible. So make sure you do join up to the July internationals as well. I hope you've all enjoyed this one today, guys. Congratulations to everyone who picked Argentina. I'm listening to my gut from now on. I'm not going to try and overthink it. Don't overthink it when you do these predictors. Get your picks, put them in. That's the way to do it. I'll see you all next time, guys. Bye-bye.